I am Mrs. Revathi Shanmugam. Vanakkam, Namaste, hello. I am Mrs. Revathi Shanmugam from Chennai. I've been into this culinary field for the past 20 years and I have authored about 14 books which contains about 2500 recipes. And I think today I am sharing an authentic chettinad recipe with you all. I would love to do this so that you'll enjoy it. It's an authentic dish like in chettinad. On any occasion it's served. Everybody loves this. It's like a pancake. It's a bland pancake but served with a hot chutney. This is called Vellai Paniyaram with Milagai Tovayal. Milagai Tovayal is chili chutney with red chilies with shallots chutney. See, for this, the batter is ready now for this Vellai Paniyaram. For this, I have soaked about 1¼ cup of raw rice with ¼ cup of boiled rice and ¼ cup of urad dal together for about an hour's time. Then I just washed it and grinded it to a fine paste. See, it's ground to a fine paste now. And I mixed some water for the consistency. It resembles a dosa batter. So now the batter is ready. And for this, we have certain do's and don'ts. See, the moment after finish of grinding the batter, you need not leave it to ferment. Immediately you can start making this. And it needs a shallow ladle as well as a shallow pan to fry. And little oil, the oil is a little more but not too much of oil for it. And the thing is, you have to deep fry. This is deep fried one. And it absorbs a little oil, but whereas the chutney which we make goes very well with this. The milagai chutney, this is a bland one, so it goes very well with this red milagai. And for this red chili chutney.
Okay, in the meantime, Auntie, there are people coming and saying hi to you.
Hi.
It's Pooja, Shivkumar Panambalam, he is watching with you. Okay, then Pranav Das says hi. Asha Lata, hello ma'am. Sushila Bajaj, hi. Pramila Agarwal says hello chef. Supriya Kapoor says hi. Teja says hello ma'am. Anuradha Patel, hello ma'am. Adil Arasan, hi, good afternoon ma'am. Kamini Sutra, hello. Peter Sharma, hi ma'am.
Hello, hi.
And Binu Sood, hello ma'am. Rajalakshmi, hi ma'am. So many people are coming in. Gauri, can you please show me the consistency?
Yeah.
Gauri Joshi has asked you to show the batter for consistency.
Yeah, see, this is nearly dosa batter consistency. And the batter should be fine. That's the main thing in this. And the batter should be this consistency, dosa consistency. And for this chutney, see, 1 cup of shallots, maybe about 150 grams of shallots with 10 red chilies, and I've added 4 to 5 Kashmir chilies. Or Bedige. I've added Bedige. You can go for Kashmir red chilies also. Then and half a tomato for this, and not more than that. If you have a very small tomato, then 1 tomato will do. Then a small pinch of tamarind. And for seasoning, I have 1 teaspoon of urad dal and 1 teaspoon of mustard with few curry leaves. But for this particular chutney, milagai tovayal, we add more oil to it. And I've already put everything together except the mustard and urad dal and grind to a fine paste, but you don't add water to it. The moisture in the onions and tomato is more than enough. So already I have prepared the chutney. Now I'm going to season it, and then we'll start the paniyaram. The chutney is ready. I've added a few Kashmir chilies or Bedige, whatever it is, because it isn't hot, but whereas the color is bright. So I added that also along with the red chilies. Now first let's season it.
Okay, so Sushila Bajaj is asking for the proportion of the batter. She's asking, is it only rice and urad dal equal proportions? So if you can just repeat the measurements for the paniyaram.
Yeah, sure, Sushila. See, 1¼ raw rice. That is, you can take the rice you're cooking for eating. Otherwise, even we call it maavarsi. That is, that rice is meant for making flour. You can use that also, both. So 1¼ cup of raw rice, ¼ cup of boiled rice, that is idli rice, and ¼ cup of urad dal. So altogether, it's about 1 3/4 cup altogether. Soak it for 1 hour and grind it to a fine paste and mix it with little salt and mix it. I think the consistency should be dosa consistency, dosa batter consistency. So now
the batter need not be fermented, right?
Sorry.
The batter you can
No,
just
you should not ferment the batter. That's an important point. The batter shouldn't be fermented. The moment you grind it, mix it with the salt, and immediately you can prepare it. Now.
And fermented batter cannot be used for this recipe.
No, the taste will entirely change. So you cannot use that. So I have added about 2-3 tablespoons of oil to this. For this particular chutney, you need more oil. So I have added oil in this.
Many people have asked to share the recipe again. I guess this would have helped them. And even in the end of the show, we'll repeat the proportions process, one more time.
Measurement of the process, yeah.
So people are saying hi again. Padma Ganapati says hi.
Hi.
Gauri Joshi looks delicious. Binu Sud, a nice chutney. Supriya Kapoor, thank you for repeating. And
most welcome,
Sonal Garga says hi, chef.
Yeah.
And Jai Kumar says hi. Savita Ram says hello. Neelam says hello, ma'am. Rajamurthy says hello, ma'am. And Sureka says namaste, ma'am. Divya says hi. Kiran Patel says hello, ma'am. And Kanchana Ashok has asked fermentation required. I guess just now we covered it.
Yeah.
The batter should not be fermented.
It should not be fermented.
Yeah.
That's a particular thing. And here, I would like to say the chutney, the tuvel, that is the chutney, the chili chutney is ready. Red chili chutney is ready. See, I put the curry leaves on top of it. I'm heating the oil and have a correct lid to close it down immediately after seasoning it. See. Once mustard fully splutters, then you can add the urad dal, but not before that. Urad dal. See, I'm going to immediately close it down for the flavor not to escape, So I poured it over the curry leaves and close it and leave it for a while so that the flavor will go down, and then you can remove the lid and mix it up with the chutney.
So Gauri Joshi says Amul is doing a great job. Now I can learn authentic South Indian dishes living in North India.
She can also watch my YouTube channel. I have my own YouTube channel, the name of Revathi Shanmuganam, coming in Viti Samayalam, where you can go in for all traditional South Indian recipes. You can watch more recipes also there. And today I thought of preparing some, for this pandemic situation, I thought I'll prepare some herbal rasam. I've already kept it, and finally after finishing this I thought I'll do a small demo on it.
Okay.
The chutney is ready now.
Manasi says hi. Amini says hello. Sushma says hi, ma'am. Nice chutney. Funny Ganti is asking, what are you cooking? So
I'm making vellai paniyaram with mulga chutney.
Shweta Anil says namaskar, chef.
Namaskar.
Nutan says hello, ma'am. Long time. Savita Ram says chutney recipe, please. And
once again, I'll repeat it towards the end. And let me just check if the oil is really hot. Because this oil should not be that hot. Okay, needs some more time.
Okay. Mini Matthew says joined late, so thank you for repeating the recipe. And Kalyani Dikshit is saying hello, ma'am. Okay, again they are asking for the recipe for chutney. And Gauri Joshi says, Amma, can you come again and show South Indian red chili pickle? In another video, she's asking for it actually.
Sure. You can watch my video, but it's in Tamil. Still, you'll be able to understand if you watch the YouTube channel in the name of Revathi Shanmugamam, Kavingir Vittu Samayalam.
Okay. Riddhi says, would have been better if you could have made the chutney in front of us. I guess, Riddhi, it is just grinding all the ingredients that she showed there. It is just the process of grinding it in a mixer. and then you saw the seasoning in the video. So I guess nothing has been missed in the preparation of the
It's
chutney.
just put everything together, then we need not add water. I'll once again show you all the ingredients, then you can just make it up. And you can note it down also. Then just grind to a fine paste as I have done. Then just seasoning part you will have seen now. So that's the thing.
Sushila Bajaj, she's saying, can you say both the rice names in Tamil?
Okay.
So she wants the pacharisi and
Pacharisi, that is sapattu pacharisi or mavarisi. Then idli pulungal arsi. Okay.
Okay, Gauri Joshi is asking, can you please tell me the YouTube channel name? It is Revati Shanmugamum Kavingar Veetu Samayalam. It is in her name, Revati Shanmugam. If you can just search for her name, Revati Shanmugam, you can find Revati Shanmugamum Kavingar Veetu Samayalam.
The oil is ready now. So I've just checked if the oil is ready. Now the oil is ready. But thing is, it will absorb little oil, and after removing it, you can just see, I am going to pile it up now. Then finally, I'll put this on a tissue paper so that it will absorb the oil and it will be free of oil, but not totally. But since this is very bland, it goes very well with the chutney.
Vidula says, I love the chutney but don't know how to make it.
Okay.
So I guess Vidula, you can make it now. Sonal Garga says chutney looks yummy. Supriya Kapoor has asked for our channel name. I'll be sharing it shortly in the comment section. Then Manisha Richard says hello ma'am. Shailaja Gupta says hello.
Hello.
Sweta
Hello
says simply love the way you explain it.
Thank you, ma.
Epari Uma says hello. Indra, can you put the recipe on Amul's page? Sure, we'll do that. Write the name of the YouTube channel again. We'll do that. We'll share it. Sonal Garga says I love rasam. Okay, then see Revati Shanmugam is ma'am's name. Yes, she is Revati Shanmugam.
And I would like to tell one thing. I would like to share one thing about this Vellapaniyaram. I would like to share one thing. See, once we drop it in the oil, just give 10 to 20 seconds for it to cook. Then once it rises up, just leave another 10 minutes, give another 10 minutes and just flip it over. And just another 10 minutes. So you can just remove it. And not more than that. It should not be crispy or it shouldn't turn color and all. It should be the same white color. So once again, and you should have a shallow frying pan and a shallow ladle for this to prepare this. If you want to prepare it for breakfast, you can grind the batter the previous day and immediately leave it in the fridge. And the next day when you are going to prepare it, just remove it from the fridge just an hour before and mix it up with salt. And you should not mix it up. You should not mix the salt the previous day. Once before you are making it, you will see that you prepare mix the salt with it.
Okay, Vinita Saxena says love the South Indian dishes. Manisha says love South Indian dishes. Sujata Kanani says what is the recipe name?
It's Vellai Paniyaram and Milagai Tuvayal.
Swada says hello ma'am, my husband loves South Indian food. Will definitely check this out.
I hope he will like this definitely, because most of the South Indians who don't belong to Chettinad also, once they eat this, they love that.
Okay, Preeti Agarwal is asking for the ingredients to be repeated against.
Okay, I'm switching it off because this is already done, and I'm just leaving it for the oil to drain. 1 second, let me just pass it over. Come,
so Pushpa says, Pushpa Kanan says, thank you so much for the recipe. Aparna says, please repeat the batter recipe.
Yeah.
Then
okay. So see the batter, once again I'll tell the ratio, 1 1/4 cup of raw rice, with quarter cup of urad dal, with quarter cup of boiled rice. Everything put together, wash it once or twice and leave it for an hour to soak. Then grind it to a fine batter. It should be fine really. Then after grinding it, add salt, and if you're going to make it immediately, add salt and enough of water for you to get the consistency of the dosa batter. So this is the batter consistency. And if you're going to make it tomorrow, just grind it and store it in the fridge immediately after grinding it. And once before you make it, just leave it out of the fridge an hour before that. Then you can mix the salt and water to get the consistency, and you can start preparing it.
Okay. And Sushila Bajaj is asking doubt how to test whether it is cooked. If you can just cut open and show the consistency, how the cooked one looks, I guess that will help them.
Okay.
She's asking.
Cool down for a while.
Okay.
It's too hot now, so let me wait for a while for it to cool down, and then I'll just open it and show it to you.
And she's also asking how to know whether it is cooked.
See, actually, it happens. It cooks so fast, so that since the batter is a bit thin, it cooks very fast. And the heat of the oil, the temperature of the oil should not be higher side, and it should be in the medium flame. So automatically, it takes about 40-50 seconds for a paniyaram to get cooked. That's more than enough, and you'll know that. And suppose if it doesn't cook, then for the next batch, give a little more time for it to cook. That's all.
Okay. And Savita Ram is asking, can we steam them instead of frying?
No, this cannot be done, because once it's a flat one, and once it's not fermented, the batter is also thin. It won't be fluffy, so you can't steam it as you do it for idli. It cannot be done, and not even in Kodipaniyaram chatti, because Kodipaniyaram is a ball one, but whereas you can't do it in Kodipaniyaram vessel also.
And one more doubt from Sonal Garga. She's asking, is the flame should be high? What is the consistency of the flame should be used while cooking?
Tissue paper which put it. So I've asked my girl to put it on the tissue paper and just show it to you in this plate. In the plate, tissue paper put it. Sorry, repeat the question.
Yeah, what should be the flame's consistency while cooking?
So once you heat the oil and drop a spoonful of batter into it, the moment you drop it should rise to the surface, and that's the thing. And it should not be that hot, not piping hot. So it should be hot. So once you drop it, slowly it will rise to the surface. Then you flip it over. Cook both the sides and remove it.
No, the flame should be higher or medium or
flame,
lower. Yeah,
okay.
The flame.
Flame, once the oil is hot to the required temperature, you slow down the flame to a medium flame. That's more than enough. So you should do entire batter should be cooked to the medium flame.
Okay, Manisha Richard is asking, ma'am, can you please share the recipe for lemon rice in the next video?
Okay.
Then
sure, ma'am.
Sushila is asking, can we use sugar instead of sugar? I guess we are not using any sugar in this.
No sugar in this. This is a spicy one. This is a bland paniyaram with a spicy chutney. That's the thing. See, now the chutney is ready. I think I will mix up the chutney now, so you can have a look over it.
Okay, and Supriya Kapoor has a doubt whether the rice and dal have to be mixed together and soaked.
Yeah, everything put together. Both the rice, boiled rice and the raw rice with the urad dal should be soaked. And you need not add anything else to it. Just grind the rice, two rices and urad dal together. That's all.
Okay, and if Sonal is asking, if we don't have boiled rice, can we skip it?
You can, but we get the consistency and the texture when you add this boiled rice. Actually, authentic Chettinad recipe is only with the raw rice and the urad dal. You just measure the raw rice in a cup and you level it and put some urad dal on top of it. The pointing finger and the thumb holds how much ever urad dal to it, and that's the measure for this paniyaram. But whereas I slightly changed the measurements, I added some boiled rice to it to give a nice texture. It worked out well. That's what that's the measurement which I'm sharing with you all now. You can add, you can just go along with raw rice and urad dal.
Okay, Elizabeth says, hello ma'am, love your recipes.
Thank you.
Savita Ram says thank you. Supriya Kapoor says thank you. Okay. Kanika Thakur says hi.
Hi.
Manisha Richard is saying one more request ma'am, please share the recipe for sambar and tomato rasam.
Oh, okay. See, now the paniyaram is ready and I put it in tissue paper so that it will absorb the oil for a while. And this, the chutney is ready now. The chutney really looks yummy after seasoning it with that oil, but you need this much of oil preparing the chutney. Since the chutney is really hot, you need to add so much of oil for this to taste good. And the thing is, if you want, you can add sesame oil also, but I have seasoned it with normal sunflower oil, groundnut oil, refined groundnut oil. So you can add any other oil, but not coconut oil or anything, not even ghee. It goes very well with either sesame oil or groundnut oil.
Okay. Shashank Rao is asking, Chettinad, is it a place, region, or anything other? What is Chettinad?
Yeah. See, Chettinad is part of Tamil Nadu, down south, and it's very well known for its cuisine, and not only that, and palatial buildings, and for its antique decorative pieces. Because those days they used to travel all around the world, and particularly Burma, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, and all, and Vietnam and all, and they used to get everything from there to build a house here. And those houses are really palatial and very beautifully designed. And certain dishes, certain things I've kept here. These are all they belong to Chettinad, authentic Chettinad vessels. It's called as Manga, and this is from Burma, and this is from Vietnam and Indonesia and all. I've just displayed for people to know about it.
Okay. Nasrat Begum says thank you. Liji Eril says nice ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vijay Liji, love your energy.
Thank you.
Then Vasanta Devi, Vanakam Amma. Suman Agarwal said joined late.
Okay. So even if you, I don't think you'll miss anything. Okay. And once again, shall I repeat the chutney?
Yeah, I guess that will be helpful for everyone.
Yeah.
Auntie,
I'll
say
arrange this.
the recipe's name and ingredients. I guess that will be helpful for everyone.
Yeah. See, now I've prepared Vellai Paniyaram, authentic Chettinad dish called Vellai Paniyaram, served in every occasion. They have this. They are very particular about this, and they have this dish in every occasion. And it is, since it's bland, it's served with the chili chutney called Mulagai Tovail. And today I prepared both, and here I'm arranging it in a serving plate. This chutney. This chutney is really yummy. Not only with this paniyaram, this goes very well with the dosa, idli and all. People love to have this. Though it has the raw smell of onion, but it tastes very good. Only after the seasoning it tastes very good, and the flavor is also excellent. And this dish is now ready. See, Mulagai Tovail with Vellai Paniyaram.
So just for a closer look.
So it's ready to eat now. And talking about the chutney, once again I would love to share the ingredients. See, for this I've taken about 150 grams of shallots. So in case if you don't have shallots, don't bother. You can go in for the bigger onions. 3 onions for this, with 10 red chilies and 4 or 5 Kashmiri or Bedige chilies. Then 1/2 a tomato. If it's a big tomato, half is enough. And a small pinch of tamarind with little salt. See, everything put together. Don't add water, add salt and grind to a fine paste like this. And I showed the seasoning. After grinding it, sprinkle the curry leaves on top of it. Season it with mustard and urad dal. And when the oil is really hot, pour it over the curry and just close it with the lid. So that the chutney binds up with everything, and you can serve it with a Vellai Paniyaram. As I told you, this is not only served with Vellai Paniyaram, even with chutney, dosa, idli, everything. And for this, I would say you can prepare it. You can prepare and leave it in the fridge for 3 to 4 days. It stays for a long time. And in case if you fail to put it in the fridge, it stays for 1 day, 1 whole day. It stays out without the fridge. You can prepare that way also. But everything is not sorted or fried or anything. It's just ground raw. So
okay.
Now the chutney is also ready. So now I thought I'll go with that rasam. For this season, this particular thing, I thought rasam will go very well. Rasam is in trending now, and people are searching out for nice rasams. But this is actually not I wouldn't say this is an authentic rasam. This rasam I particularly tried out to get nutrition values in this. Moreover, to get a nice taste, as well as it's served as a soup also. For this, now, so you bring it closer.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can start off with the ingredients.
Yeah. For this, actually, I've mixed up and I put everything together. I'm going to just season it now. That's all. For this, I've added dal water, maybe about 1.5 cups of dal water, and plain water or half cup. This will be around 2 to 2.25 cup of water. In this, I grinded 2 tomatoes, or just crush it up with your hands and put it in this. And add some salt and turmeric powder, then a few curry leaves. That's all. And see, now for this, here I have peppers. For this measurement, I am taking about 1.5 teaspoons of pepper, 1 teaspoon of jeera, and 3 red chilies. And here I have the herbs. See, what do you call this? Holy basil. We call it tulasi in Tamil. Holy basil, few curry leaves, and little kothmir, coriander, and 3 garlic. Garlic is optional. If you don't like garlic, don't add garlic. And this is oregano fresh leaves. I've added about 2 oregano fresh leaves.
It's ajwain.
Ajwain. They call it also oregano.
Oh, okay.
Oregano. Or in Tamil it's called as karpuravalli. But once it is dried, they say it is oregano. So they just chop it and dry it or crush it up. And 2 lemon leaves. Normal lemon leaves. Even if you don't have this, don't mind about it. So just I have added 2 betel nut leaves, curry leaves, holy basil and coriander leaves, and this is that oregano fresh leaves, then 2 lemon leaves. Now in 2 teaspoons of oil, you put this pepper, black pepper, jeera, and red chilies together, and just fry it roast it for just 1 or 2 minutes, seconds, and just roast it maybe about 10 to 20 seconds. 10 to 20 seconds. Just roast it. Then add all the green herbal leaves put together, and just fry it once again, and add the garlic pieces also, and just fry it and grind it to a fine paste. Add this paste to the rasam, mix it once again nicely. Then I've got lime juice here, and I'm going to season it with a little fenugreek and mustard. Now I'm going to season it. I'm going to boil it actually. This gives a nice flavor as well as very good taste. Not only as rasam, you can serve it as a soup also. But once when you are serving it as a soup, serve it, strain it and serve it.
Okay, Suman Agarwal is asking, we know appam and paniyaram, is it same or is it different?
Appam is entirely different from paniyaram. The measurements and the making way of appam is entirely different from paniyaram.
Okay. Then Sushila Bajaj, she's saying these puris to be eaten hot, or does it stay for a longer time?
If it's served hot, it's very tasty. But once it's cold, not that you cannot eat it. You can. But when it's hot, it's really tasty.
Okay, Indrani is saying, is it a herbal rasam?
Yeah, it's called herbal rasam, which I try to prepare. That's what I told you, herbal leaves like oregano leaves, betel nut leaves, holy basil, then few curry leaves and coriander leaves, and really they are rich in vitamin C. That's really for this pandemic situation. That's really good. So I tried out this and it worked out very well. That's what I'm sharing it with you
now. Suresh Lakshmi Narayanan, he's asking, can you please show the vessels kept in the background, ma'am?
Yeah, I'll give you. You can before the ghee is. I've kept on kadai and I put some ghee in it. Maybe 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons of ghee. Before the ghee is hot, I think you will show them.
Might be you can just show 1 or 2 vessels here in the front.
Yeah. Okay. See, this might be about 100 years old. It's from Burma. It's very it's made out of paper, they say, but actual mixture I don't know. But I've heard that there's people saying it's made out of paper mesh, and they're coated with some red coating and all. And see, it's with the label also. This one is with the label. So these are all the antique pieces now. Nowadays, actually, for serving prasadam and all for God, normally people serve with this in the Chettinad. But nowadays, since it's become people we are putting it as a decorative piece now. And these are all called the Mang Patram. See, this is actually iron with coated enamel coated vessel, and you can put it on stove to cook also. But whereas we don't do, since it just chips off, small chips comes out, it starts breaking, so we don't use it like that. And nowadays it's not used actually. It's a showpiece kept in the showcases, because these might be about 60 or 70 years, maybe even 100. I really don't know. It's been from every generation's been having this. Now the ghee is hot. Add some.
So you have added
Fenugreek and mustard. That's all. And here, as I showed you, it should splutter.
and Jyoti Prem Kumar is asking, is it dal or dal water that
Dal
should be
water.
added?
Normally for rasam we don't add dal. For only few rasams we add little dal. But whereas we drain the water and we add for the rasam. Only the dal water.
Okay, Indra is asking, is it okay to put whatever is available? Should we wait for all the ingredients, or whatever is available she can make
You
the
can.
recipe?
Once I think, since I had this, I had prepared. But if you have just betel leaves and holy basil and a few curry leaves and that's enough. See now. This goes very well with rice, white rice, soft white rice. That goes very well with the rice. So you can serve it with the rice. And you need not add any other rasam powder or anything, as we've already roasted pepper, jeera and all, and we have ground place. You need not add rasam powder or anything. Now in this I'll be adding lime juice. I haven't added I mean, like I've heard saying my mom and all. I've heard my mom saying that if you add tamarind, the properties in this I mean, it isn't there. So you should not add tamarind water or tamarind to it. Instead, you add a little lime. Lime also, it's vitamin C, rich in vitamin C. So that's good. Thanks. So now the rasam is ready, and it should not boil fully. See, the froth has formed. That's enough. And since you've already roasted the pepper and all the leaves and all, you've just sauteed and all, you need not wait for the rasam to boil and all. Just give a boil and the froth should form, and that's more than enough. So there won't be any raw smell in it. So now the rasam is also ready. Just go in for a potato curry in this rasam. It will taste very good, heaven. Okay. So any other questions? And
yeah, I'll just show them the
dishes we made.
Once.
I think once.
And
yeah, I'll wipe it.
Yeah. And Pratima has a doubt that, ma'am, can we add jeera in the batter for making paniyaram?
No, nothing should be added. As I told you, this is a bland one. Nothing in this. Just the rice batter, that's all. We normally don't add anything to it. And for kuli paniyaram or for dosa, for idli, it's entirely different, for even appam. But this is entirely different batter. You can just give a try.
Okay, Indrani says nowadays the herbal rasam is most important.
Yeah.
Am I right, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. That's what I wanted to share with you. When actually I had a plan of sharing this paniyaram and togel, but all of a my brother gave me a suggestion saying that people will love to hear about rasam because the rasam is in trending and they are trying out for so many rasams, and why don't you prepare rasam for people? That will be more helpful. That's why I planned it and I did this. And as I told you, now I have all the leaves at home, so I prepared. In case if you don't have that oregano leaf, what you call the karpuravalli leaf, and a holy basil and all, you just avoid it. But if it is there, it's really good. And holy basil you normally betel nut leaf, curry leaves, and coriander. These are more important. So if you get that, then well and good, you can go along with that. If you don't mind it.
Okay, Anbarasi Pari says, Kavidaina Kannadasan, Samelna Revati Amma. And Sushila Bajaj saying, so no tamarind required in rasam.
No.
So no tamarind.
No.
Okay,
No,
so
not for this rasam particularly, because as I told you, my mom says don't add tamarind to any herbal thing so that it won't work.
okay, so Jyoti Prem Kumar is asking for the ingredients of paniyaram once again.
Okay.
I guess with that we can
The time is up now.
yeah.
Okay. So the ingredients of maniyaram, I told you, 1.25 cup of raw rice, 1/4 cup of boiled rice, the idli rice, 1/4 cup of urad dal. Everything put together is 1 3/4 cup. So you soak it for an hour, for an hour. Then just give a nice wash and grind it to a paste and mix it up with little water and salt to get the consistency of dosa batter. But don't let it ferment. That's the important thing in this. And start making paniyaram in a shallow pan with a shallow ladle. Then for the chutney, I've added about one cup, maybe 150 grams of chutney, the shallots, then 10 red chilies, then a few 3 to 4 either Kashmiri or Bediga chilies, then one small ball of tamarind, half a tomato, and salt to it. Everything put together, grind to fine paste without adding water. Then season it with mustard and urad dal and pour it over the chutney. Sprinkle some curry leaves over the chutney and pour the seasoning over the chutney when it's hot, and just cover it up with the lid. After a few minutes, remove the lid and mix it up so that you can just serve it. It binds up with everything.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
So many people have been asking for your YouTube channel name and link.
Yeah.
And just to add to it, like the Velle Paniyaram, chutney, rasam, and more South Indian recipes are there. So anyone who is interested can just go check it in the comment box. I'm sharing her link in the comment box. It's shared in the name Vidya Balasubramanian. I'm sharing the link for her YouTube channel Revati Shanmugamam Kavingar Veetu Samayalum, where more South Indian authentic dishes and the regular day-to-day cooking is also there.
Yeah.
So interested people can check it out.
In the description box also, she's given the ingredients. I mean, my daughter-in-law has been doing this, and she's given the ingredients also in the description box. You can go on for the ingredients also, so that it will be more helpful for you to prepare this, and it's more easier, and all authentic traditional recipes which my parents, I mean my mother, my aunt, everyone from wherever I learned. I've been giving the demo, and people loved it. I hope you will also enjoy that.
Even this recipe is there.
Yeah.
So anyone want to go check it out in detail, they can also do it from there.
Yeah, the same.
Anyone
board,
missed here, can check it out there.
Go on and check in this YouTube channel for this Vella Paniyaram and Mulga chutney. And herbal rasam I haven't done on my YouTube. I'm showing it first in Amul channel for your sake. Just try it out, and definitely you will also like, and your people, children, husband, and family members, everyone will love to. So give me a nice feedback. See you soon. Bye from Revati Shanmugam. Thank you once again. I'll tell my YouTube channel name Revati Shanmugamam Kavingar Veetu Samayalum. Thank you guys. See you soon. Vanakkam.